So, obviously being quite big, very much involved with Bournemouth Poppies here. How much do you think that sort of takes out of your working week?
It does take a little bit of hours, to be honest with you. Okay, so usually we have games on Tuesdays. So I finish work 5, imagine. So I gotta be picking up players 5:30. By the time we finish, it's 10:30, 11. So that's something about 6 hours in one day. Okay, and if you adopt that to same on Saturday, where we usually meet up 12 o'clock, sometimes 1 o'clock, and then we just came finishing about 6 o'clock. All right, so that's 12 hours plus we have the training sessions on Thursdays, which that's about 7 till 9. So plus what I do at home in terms of match analysis, organization, in terms of who is going to be playing, who is not going to be playing, who needs a physio, sorting out the heart rate monitors and all that. So usually it takes me, you won't believe it, but it can take me up to 26 hours a week.
And there's obviously a lot of calls for people at the top of the game, such as the FA and obviously the Barclays Premier League, to start investing more into grassroots. Do you feel that that's something that should happen, or do you think that's probably not going to help? Or
okay, well, no, definitely. If that comes along, that will help big time. As far as I know, nothing is happening at the moment. Okay, at Bournemouth Poppies, but that's something which actually we are trying to work out. By coincidence, this week has been mentioned about the help from the FA and the Premier League. So that's something that we will be working on the next few months, and hopefully we can get some support.
And obviously it's a nice setup here at the club. Do you think it can go a lot further?
Well, Bournemouth Football Club is in a very good location from my point of view. When I received the call from Mike, after my long break, I was out from football life for 2 years, after being involved during 13 consecutive years, working in grassroots and working on the non-league football. And when Mike called me, I didn't think twice, just because I think there is a lot of potential in Bournemouth Football Club. But obviously, there is a lot of work to be done, and I'm hoping that with my help and what I can bring, my ideas, I can bring other people surrounding the club to go to a different level.
Okay. And what do you think is the most difficult aspect of working in non-league football, grassroots football?
It's always going to be very difficult when you're talking about professional side. You have full personal helping for everything. Okay, football is going into such a big different level nowadays, with all the work which is being done by the FA. Okay, bringing along coaches for different types of positions, for example. Okay, so nowadays you have on the professional side, you got coaches for the midfielders, or just for the defenders, or just for the strikers. Okay, and you can see that difference. Okay, now when we're talking about the grassroots or non-league football, then you don't have that facility. You won't have a coach for just for the defenders or just for the midfielders. Okay, we hardly, okay, at our level, we hardly having a physio or having a kitman to come and help. Okay, sometimes for me as assistant manager, I feel like I have to be a coach, or I have to be a physio, or I have to do my roles of assistant manager. Sometimes I have to do the role of manager. So there is a lot of work, and that's the big difference. But obviously, as I mentioned to you before, okay, we just need to start getting some support from the FA probably. Okay, try to bring more sponsors into the club, and then hopefully we can get this club into a different level.
All right, sweet. Yeah, that's